Frontline Security was established in March 2006 and is a leading provider of security manpower services, close protection offices, security systems and technology solutions to many businesses and organizations. The company also takes on ad hoc projects to care for important personnel such as the Arsenal football team during its junket in Singapore.
My name is Joe Giovanni Singh. My company is Frontline Security Private Limited. So what we do is we have a total of 300 security manpower. Okay, we provide security services island-wide to different industries. Our childhood was very simple, as a family, I've got 2 more brothers and 3 more sisters. Yeah, we will always look after each other. My parents were always very supportive towards us, so we had no issue with that. Yeah, my father always said, I remember this word that he always used for me, he said that if you lose your character, you lose everything. So that's the word I will never forget. So till today, I do not lose my character. Whatever I do very with ethics, and I follow the principle. I came in from, I was with St. Patrick's Secondary School. I did my O-levels there. It was a school where we were all, notorious when we were young. So we had a lot of adventures, right? Got into a lot of fights, a lot of stuff like that, where we understand different concepts. We became streetwise. So that school taught me how to be streetwise, and that's how I came out to be. I left, after O-levels, I left school. Then I went into sailing. I was with the oil rig. I was about 17 years old. So it took me about a couple of years. I was with the oil rig industry. After that, then I went into the army, the mandatory 2.5 years of army that we had to go through. After my army, I took my first job as a security officer in the Westin Hotel, where I learned a lot in the security industry. That's where I got involved and understood the importance of security, especially in a hotel where we had visitors, tourists from all over the world. So we then tend to realize that the importance of providing quick security, quick response, in different emergency situations. After which, then I worked in different hotels. I did opening of hotels, and then I understood the different requirements of security. I also did property developments overseas. I went to Canada, Vancouver. I did some property developments. Got into different partnerships, understood the effects of business, because when you tend to do business in other countries, you realize that it is not easy, especially when you got partners who don't think alike like you, or they have their own agenda that you are unaware about. So I got into many different businesses before I decided to come back to Singapore, and then worked in my last job was with Resort World as a security manager. And after getting the challenge of finding that a lot of security providers were not able to provide the security in an efficient manner, that's where I decided to source for a good security agency and buy it over. So that's where I went in and bought this security agency. And then I had a lot of challenges when I bought this agency as well. For example, I then realized that the agency had already had quite a number of issues. Clients were not happy with the agency because it was not handled well. And then also the agency was not really making much money. So that were my challenges. And then as I put my effort and my money into the agency, I worked really hard, spent all my weekends, in the days, and persevered to ensure that the company became profitable. So that was what we did, and eventually it became profitable. Just within this year, it was the happiest moment of my time because I managed to get into a good partnership with a company from India, right, who's dealing with security. They're known as Tenant Security Services, and they run over 45,000 security personnel in India itself, and they have also acquired a facility company in Europe, and they have expanded and come into partnership with me, and that's the time that I felt very happy because we have grown, expanded, and we are ready to now meet more challenges, and try to expand further if we can. So that was, I think, the happiest moment for me. And the chairman of this group, I found that he's a very practical man, and also he has the same vision as what I have. And so I think there's a good partnership that we have. We have both, came to be involved with. There's a lot of growth in Singapore. There's a lot of opportunities for security company. So as long as we do our best, we keep striving, we keep improving, it's never ending to improving. We are always recommended by our clients to other clients, and we keep growing in that manner. As also bosses of the company, we must understand our business, we must understand our operations, we must understand our cash flow so that we do not get into any cash flow issue. We do not get into any operational issue, because if we do not know our clients and we do not know who our staff are, it's very difficult to manage when we go to a certain strength. So that's why I always cultivate, to ensure that I'm aware about everything. I meet all my clients, and I also, similarly, I will also meet all my security. They all have direct contact to me as well. So if they have any issues, they do call me, and I always try my best to see if I can solve. So we have a good working relationship among my whole group and my clients. The success for me is to ensure that there's firstly is, of course, to make profits, that the company makes good profits, because there are security companies who may have few hundred men and yet they are unable to make profits, because if it's not managed correctly, you end up paying liquidated damages and as well as losses. So profits are firstly important. Second important is that all our men, our security officers, are happy working with us. They get a good salary package. If they have any issues, we always try our best to help them. We make them feel like a family together with us. And that gives us a good satisfaction. It makes me very happy to see all our staff are very happy to work with us. What I would like to say is, in business, there's always, sometimes there's always challenges, right? Sometimes you tend to fail. Sometimes you're lucky and you make it. However, with the failure, there's always learning experience. It's just like when we go to school, we keep learning. The more you fail and the more you persevere, you will become a better businessman eventually. You will learn a lot. You will understand partners. You will understand the concept of business. You understand different country procedures if you are working with in different countries. And you will understand the strategies of teamwork, etc. So my message to upcoming people who are keen in business is always to never give up. If you have a dream, keep going towards it, and eventually you will be successful. Everybody goes through difficult times, right? And it's important for us to keep having the vision, keep finding the right opportunity, what is required in the business, and keep growing. So there's always opportunities. That's what I like to say. We are frontline, so it's always get to the front or be left behind. That's our motto.